In the land of the rising sun, where honor was measured by the blade, one warrior stood above all. His name, Miyamoto Musashi. A master swordsman, philosopher, and strategist, Musashi was undefeated in over 60 duels, carving his name into history as the greatest samurai to ever live.
Miyamoto Musashi was born in a small village in Harima province, an era when the samurai class wielded significant power. His father, Shinmen Munisai, was an accomplished martial artist and master of sword and jute. Musashi's mother died in his infancy, and his father's subsequent absence due to his duties or possible estrangement left Musashi in the care of his uncle, a Buddhist priest. This early exposure to both martial prowess and spiritual teachings laid a complex foundation for his life. Young Musashi, known in his childhood as Benosuke, was not an ordinary child. From an early age, he exhibited signs of exceptional talent and a fierce, indomitable temperament. These traits were to become the cornerstones of his later life as a legendary swordsman and philosopher. In the quiet, rural setting of his village, Benosuke's extraordinary abilities began to surface. He was quick to learn and quicker to question, displaying a keen intellect and an insatiable curiosity.
Born in 1584 in the Harima or Mimasaka province of Japan, Musashi was raised in a world of war. His father, a skilled swordsman, trained him in combat from a young age. But Musashi's destiny was written in blood. At the age of just 13, he fought his first duel against Arima Kihei, a skilled samurai. Armed only with a wooden sword, Musashi struck with brutal force, defeating Kihei in a single blow. This was only the beginning. After the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, where he fought for the losing side, Musashi disappeared into the shadows. He began his legendary Musha Shugyo, a warrior's pilgrimage. For years he roamed Japan, challenging and defeating the finest swordsmen of various schools, never once tasting defeat. He fought not for fame, but to perfect his technique, turning swordsmanship into an art beyond death. In 1612, Musashi faced his greatest rival, Sasaki Kojirō, known as the Demon of the Western Provinces. Kojirō was a master of the swallow cut, a technique so fast it could slice a bird mid-flight. On the day of the duel, Musashi arrived late, carrying a wooden sword carved from an oar. His strategy? To unsettle his opponent. When the fight began, Kojirō struck first, but Musashi countered with a single devastating blow to the head, killing Kojirō instantly. With this victory, Musashi cemented his place as Japan's greatest swordsman. Musashi's mastery of combat led him to develop his own school of swordsmanship, Niten Ichi-ryū, or the two heavens as one style. Unlike traditional samurai, who fought with a single sword, Musashi wielded both katana and wakizashi simultaneously, making him nearly unstoppable. He also explored other arts, including painting and calligraphy, proving that a true warrior must master not only the sword, but also the mind. In his later years, Musashi retired from dueling, choosing instead to pass on his wisdom. In 1645, he retreated to a cave where he wrote the Book of Five Rings, a masterpiece of strategy, discipline, and the way of the warrior. He wrote, "Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye." His philosophy transcended swordsmanship, influencing generations of martial artists, military leaders, and even modern business strategists. In 1645, at the age of 61, Miyamoto Musashi passed away, undefeated in battle. But his legacy lives on. His teachings continue to inspire warriors and thinkers alike. He was not just a samurai, but a philosopher, a man who saw combat as an art form. In the end, Musashi's greatest lesson was this: victory is won not by the blade, but by the mind that wields it. Miyamoto Musashi was more than a warrior. He was a legend. His story is one of discipline, wisdom, and the relentless pursuit of mastery. Will you walk the path of the sword?